Hello Boro fans, it's Joe from Boro Fan TV and this is the preview for the upcoming game on Saturday the 11th of January with a 3 PM kickoff as the Boro take on Derby County in the Scarbet Championship at the Riverside Stadium. Now, it was amazing, to hold the mighty Tottenham Hotspur, in the FA Cup. Now we've got a replay to look forward to at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on the following Tuesday. And I've heard we sold out the whole of allocation of 3,700, which was a bit odd in my opinion. I think we could have took about at least 5,000 there, but it is what it is. That's another story for another time. But we held on the 1-1 draw at the Riverside. Obviously, we went in front. Surprisingly enough, through Ashley Fletcher's well-taken finish, which I'm surprised he managed to stay on side for from my viewpoint. And then obviously, we could have kept hold of the win, but we didn't, unfortunately. Lucas Moura headed in the equaliser about 10 minutes later, and that's us held to a replay, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And then you've got to be proud of the players, for that performance against a top quality Premiership side, against a top quality manager in the world, in Jose Mourinho. You've got to be proud at least above the players, Jonathan Woodgate, his coaching staff. Got to be proud of all of them for that, putting in that performance to end the replay. But like I said, that's another story for another time, and the preview of that will come later on in the week after we played Derby. Now, squad-wise, I think, transfer-wise, I think there's been a couple of outgoings. Obviously, Marcus Brown has gone to Oxford United on loan until the end of the season. Which we need some more game time, to be honest, and to improve his discipline, so to speak, because of the sending off, obviously, we knew about. And then we just heard earlier on today that Mark Bowler will be returning to Blackpool on loan until the end of the season, so be more game time for him. And the whole situation, regarding Darren Randolph, I think it's been agreed with West Ham about £4 million, which, under circumstances, is a bit odd, considering we paid $5 million for him when we bought him 3.5 years ago. But I think it was a part in the deal that there was rumours going about that we owe West Ham about $2 million for the latest instalment on his current contract. And I think probably this deal that we're doing will probably break even with both clubs regarding that. But I understand, there is a problem with his medical at the minute, and there's a bit of a delay about getting the deal over the line, but Darren Randolph's been a great servant for the last 3.5 years with Middlesbrough Football Club, and we wish him all the best, no matter what happens. All the best to Darren. I think we've got a decent squad. Obviously Ainsley Pears will probably be returning to goal for the game on Saturday, and then we'll see if Patrick Roberts keeps his place, our latest recruit, because he did play well for a certain amount of time, in the FA Cup game, so I was surprised to be kept for starters, then obviously, same as normal pretty much. Derby County, they've been under a bit of a rejuvenation, so to speak, ever since Wayne Rooney came in as player coach. They currently sit 17th at the moment, just one place behind Boro in the table. And they've got the same record as us as well. They played 26, they won 8, draw 9, lost 9. Last game out, obviously, they won 1-0 in the FA Cup third round against Crystal Palace. And then the last league game, they won 2-1 at home against Barnsley. They've been under a rejuvenant spell, under their manager, Philippe Cocu. Obviously, like I said, about Wayne Rooney coming into the club as player coach. But I've heard a couple of things that he's not 100% fit, possibly to face us on Saturday. But if he does start, obviously great for the Boro fans that we get to see Rooney, to be honest. But you don't forget counting their other players they got in the ranks. Obviously, Martin Waghorn's one of them. Florian Joseph-Zoom, Curtis Davis, Jack Marriott, Tom Huddleston, Tom Lawrence as well, Chris Martin, who's come back into form. He's been called a forgotten man recently, at Derby. Kelly Roos, their goalkeeper's quite good as well. And then obviously Jason Knight, who got the last 2 goals in their 2-1 win over Barnsley. Supposed to be a surprising youth product, in their ranks. So be interesting to see who they bring out for the game on Saturday to Derby. I know they bring a lot of fantastic away support as well. I think they're probably bringing about 2,000 down to the Riverside this Saturday, so be a good set of support for both sides. Then obviously our last game out of Pride Park didn't end well. We got hammered pretty much basically, and then we got reduced to 10 men, 9 men actually. I just remember now. Remember we getting two men sent off. I think it was Savile and McNair. I think it was. Put in the comment section, you know, if I made any mistakes about that, because I'm very sure it was Savile and McNair who got sent off. No, it was Marcus Brown actually. Marcus Brown and Paddy McNair got sent off. But can we recover, Boro fans? You know, we've got a big game coming up on the following Tuesday with the replay, and then obviously we go to Fulham on the Friday. So it'll be 3 tough games. But can Boro on the form that they have? Can Boro on the form that they have get 3 out of 3? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe as always. Our social media links are below as well. And until then, Boro fans, I will see you guys at the Riverside on Saturday. Take care. Up the Boro.